Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you already know what time it is. It's Sports Unplugged. I myself being the Dustin legend Leon Rogers, the man sitting in front of me that pushes the buttons, rings the bells and whistles and makes it all happy. Big Mad of Mad Gordon, and to my left, the brother from another mother. He's definitely a part of the team, man. Brian Crawford, BC. What's up, man?
What up, man?
Magazine. Remember, you can follow us at Leon Rogers, at Big Mad. BC, what's your
At
Twitter?
Brian Crawford, CRAW4D.
Of course, follow us on the YouTube channel, Sports Unplugged. Twitter, same name. Instagram, same name.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to Avion Tequila. Yes, sir. I just want to put that out there. God bless you.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, we're going to get into it today, man. NFL season started last night. Let's jump right into football. Denver Broncos, Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Now, in my picks, I don't know. Did you have the Broncos?
I think I had the Broncos.
I'm mad. I know.
Hold on, let me go.
I'm going to check it right
You
now.
ride the chalks.
I got you. I
know
got
you had
you.
the Denver Broncos.
I had the Ravens.
I had the Ravens also.
You had the Ravens?
Yeah, and for the first half of that game, I was like, hey, I'm okay. And then a couple of things happened in the game, which I think shifted the balance, and a lot of people might debate me on this. But the first one, when the dumbass rookie ran into Jacoby Jones and hurt his knee and put him out for the game.
Yeah.
I think that was a telling factor in the game because Joe Flacco was comfortable throwing to Jacoby, and Jacoby was getting open. Torrey Smith hadn't been doing anything up to that time. Dallas Clark had a few drops.
Yeah.
And in the third
Bad
quarter,
drops.
but in the third quarter, he paid for one.
He did.
He trying to make a catch, and I give it to him. He sacrificed his body on it. And the young kid that came in, I forget his name, that ended up filling in for Jacoby Jones. You know, he caught a touchdown pass. But for the most part, Jacoby Jones was Flacco's comfort guy.
Right.
He was getting open, making plays. Smith hadn't been able to get open, and Ray Rice was doing this thing out of backfield. Play 2, which I think was very important. And I know sometimes we get into the whole you can't listen to your players all the time, but they're out there for a reason. They see stuff. Corey Graham, who, I'll keep it honest, had been getting his ass handed to him by Wes Welker the whole time. Legitimately saw, he's like, yo, he dropped it, throw the challenge flag. Now, they had just challenged the play not too long ago before that, and they won. I'm Harbaugh. If I don't throw the challenge flag right then, I at least call a timeout.
Right.
To give my guys upstairs a chance to look at it. They throw the challenge flag, it's a 3-and-out. They punt. They have to punt. They don't. Demarius Thomas gets the ball, does a nice move, gets up the sideline. Next play, they score.
Right.
Touchdown. Then they come back. Baltimore goes 3-and-out. Well, not 3-and-out. They go 3, and then the punt gets blocked. Denver gets the ball inside the 10, scores again. That was a big sequence of plays right there. That was like 14 points in under 2 to 3 minutes. And I think from there, with the no-huddle offense, when you got a master like Peyton Manning running a hurry-up offense, the Ravens were just gassed. And I'll be perfectly honest, a lot of the touchdowns that the Ravens gave up, it seemed like miscommunication touchdowns. I don't know if you thought that, Ahmed, like they were wide open. And that's usually somebody's not. And, of course, this is a new back 7. Let's be honest. You got 2 new guys in the middle, and then it's a new back 7, Corey Graham, and the 2 safeties they got are 2 new guys. So I think that's a communication issue. The front 7 did their thing. They put pressure on Manning. Dumerville had a sack. They had 3 sacks. Dumerville had 1.
Yeah.
Suggs was kind of quiet. But at the end of the day, I think just the combination of running a no-huddle offense, and it's Peyton Manning. Like, let's not forget, he ain't a bum.
Right.
You know, we let the little weak arm fool us last year because he was recovering. He had a full season, and he was throwing that thing.
Yeah.
He's throwing that thing, man. So I'm not putting up a warning sign for the Ravens right now.
You know, I don't know, man. I didn't like the way Flacco looked. He ain't look good to me at all last night. It was just something about him. I don't know if it's the contract, maybe just the first game. He just didn't look good.
But was it him or was it? I mean, he had 6 drops in the first half, and let's be honest,
he floated a lot of balls too. He missed on a lot.
Yeah, he did, and then he made a couple of dumb decisions where I thought he could have got picked off. And speaking of dumb decisions, the idiotic play by the Denver linebacker.
Oh,
Like that, and that would have been a skull crusher right there. Like it would have really just taken the wind out of the sails of the Ravens. But he pulled a Deshaun Jackson, but only he got caught.
Yeah.
Deshaun didn't get caught with it. Like when you're a linebacker, you run too slow. You don't run as fast. Like Deshaun runs so fast, it's like,
right.
like I don't know, was he crossing or not? But the linebacker, you could see like
that ain't
you 2 yards away from the goal, throwing the ball up, and that even still gave the Ravens a breath of life. But it just seemed like Peyton Manning shut the door. The offense, the receivers, Demaryius Thomas. I know people who had Eric Decker were pissed off.
Yeah.
7 touchdown passes. Eric Decker didn't get one.
One of them. Not one.
I know you like, throw the damn ball to Eric Decker, you big head, forehead.
Man, Flacco was 34 for 62 for 362 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks.
But that 62 is kind of
inflated. That's a lot of passes.
He's trying to catch up. After a while, he's trying to catch up. I just said I would like to see the drops. If you scroll down, if we can go and look at the drops by the receivers.
Yeah.
And the crucial plays. Some of those were drops for first downs. Some of those were drops to put them in good field position, make it short, like a 3rd and 2
right.
or 3rd and 3. And like I said, I think when Jacoby Jones went off, that started the snowball.
Yeah.
That started snowball because that was who Joe Flacco was comfortable with. He was hitting Jacoby Jones on routes, and Jacoby was getting open.
But that's on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, it's terrible. It's bad.
I can't say that.
It's bad. They gave up 42 points.
Yeah, but if your offense is the same way when I said the Bears went through that one year where their defense was stripping the ball when Peanut had all those peanut punches, they were constantly on the field. They would get off the field. When Cutler and the guys go 3 and out, you're back out there. And not only are you back out there, you're back out there against one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game who's running no huddle.
Right.
So you're already gassed. The big boys up front, 3-4 defenses are built, 3 big guys up front, 4 elite linebackers. All right. So Nagata, the defensive lineman gas. What's that? I can't stand him. He does Sunday Night Football. Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah.
I hate his guts.
You don't like Collinsworth?
I don't know why.
It's the voice, right?
Me, man. Yeah.
It's the voice.
But he said something. He said, look at Ladarius Webb. That's probably the best athlete on this team, him and T. Suggs. And they're both gassed.
Yeah.
That's saying a lot when your best cover corner is gassed. Now, mind you.
And that's the altitude, too.
And I want everybody to look at this. Wes Welker got quiet when they put Ladarius Webb on him. But then all Peyton said, okay, I'll throw it to Demaryius Thomas. I'll throw it to the young tight end. I have options.
Right.
You take Wes away from me, I do have options. I'm not going to say the Denver defense was bad against anybody else. I don't think they put up 49 points. But that no huddle, like team, and that's why I think Philly is going to have a semi-decent season because of the tempo.
Yeah. Because
they're going to do stuff that NFL teams are not used to.
So did we find out what Flacco is really made of if he ain't got a safety blanket?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You know what? The funny thing about that is that
I think
Flacco actually looks better than he usually does in the regular season. Flacco doesn't look good in the regular season
at all.
I always say this: Flacco never looked good in the regular season.
That's true.
Flacco plays his best in the playoffs, which is kind of weird, but it's what he does. And so when I watched him yesterday, I'm like, he actually looked like he was leading his team. It was just that the wheels fell off in that third quarter when Peyton Manning went to work.
I will say this though, Matt. I do think if certain people play for Denver, this is a totally different game from the outset.
Right.
Now I don't think Flacco has a semi-decent game in the first half. Champ Bailey's playing, Von Miller's playing. That Denver defense looked just that much better. Now it's kind of hard to gauge the Denver defense in my impression because who did you have to cover really? Once Jacoby Jones went out, now you can put the focus on Ray Rice. Then they start stopping the running game because Clark and the other guys weren't catching balls.
Yeah.
It's different when you have to play somebody and you have to worry about 2 or 3 people making plays. And that's how Denver's set up right now, even though I still don't believe they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
No.
I think Peyton Manning is a one-trick pony. That's just me. I've always said that. Light you up in the regular season, get to that big stage.
Don't show up.
Or it just can't get over the hump.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, my thing is with the Denver Broncos, their problem is going to be that running game. They don't have one.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Monty Ball, who really didn't do anything last night.
Nope.
You got
no Sean Moreno,
and you have another guy in there who played. They literally had three running backs, and they had 32 yards rushing or something.
It was all Manning.
it was like, I'm like, you're not going to win like that. You are not going to win like that. And the thing about Manning was most of those passes were short passes. They were like, but 10, 15 yards. He had a couple of them that were a little bit longer than that. But most of his passes were short passes. Sooner or later, you're going to have a good defense. It's basically like, all right.
You're going to take all that away.
You're going to take all that away. You better run this ball.
Yeah.
And when you can't do that, what are you going to do then? That's when Peyton Manning starts to force things, and then the turnovers come.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it doesn't happen all the time, and it takes a very, 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 very good defense to get them.
Yeah.
Like the New England Patriots and the Baltimore. He's owned
Right.
the Baltimore Ravens.
Of
He's
course.
basically owned the Baltimore Ravens. But like certain defenses get them, and when they get them good. I mean, like Peyton Manning will just all of a sudden throw 4 or 5 picks.
Easy.
I'm like, where did this come from?
But here's and this is why. Listen, for everybody that says, I feel like the only thing that Baltimore lost by losing Ray Lewis was leadership.
Yeah.
Physically, from an athletic standpoint, there were a lot of things that Ray Lewis couldn't do at his age. He wasn't getting out covering people. Like, I don't want to sit up here and hear this, that he was, a LaShawn McCoy comes out the backfield, he was running with him. No. If teams wanted to get Ray in situations like that, they exploited that. They went on that. But Ed Reed hurt more than Ray Lewis to me, because Ed Reed makes the calls for everybody back
else.
here.
Yep.
And when you have guys like Ladarius Webb, who's a young cornerback, he's fairly young. Corey Graham, 7, 8 year guy in the league. To have that guy like Reed back there, that it allows you to play a little bit more aggressively, because Reed kind of takes up for that. Now, the two guys they got, Huff is not a bum coming from the Raiders. He's a pretty good safety, and it's pretty good speed back there. I think once they get the communication issues down, they're going to gel and become a much better defense. And then towards the end of the year, which what happened last year, Ravens found their way into the playoffs. Then guess what? Guess who turns on? Guess who earns his money? And it's a catch-22. I don't know. Do you want him to jap out regular season and the playoffs be average, or be average during the regular season and be a superhero in the playoffs?
Yeah.
He hasn't mastered putting it together. But completely, like Tom Brady's just a superhero all year long. Aaron Rodgers, superhero all year long. Peyton Manning, superhero regular season, mere mortal in the playoffs. Can Joe Flacco put it together and be a superhero the whole time? And he's going to have to be with this Ravens team this year. Yeah. He's going to have to be a little bit more than what he usually is.
You don't believe in him?
Oh, I don't trust that. I mean,
don't trust it, or don't believe that that's what he has to do.
I mean, no. He had no.
But
Joe Flacco got paid to do that.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco got paid, and other guys got released because Joe Flacco got paid. Anquan Bolden's not there anymore because Joe Flacco got paid. Who were the defensive ends that they had?
Kruger.
The young defensive ends that they had last year.
Kruger's gone
because Joe Flacco got paid.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm like, you're hitching your wagon to Joe Flacco to be something that he has not been really in the regular season, to get you somewhere. That, I mean, he played well in the playoffs last year, no doubt.
But the
thing is, that man is
that what you paying for?
But that's what I want to ask you. Are you paying for that? Because when he gets to the playoffs, you have a feeling, and it's been proven the past 2-3 years he's done it, and his Super Bowls that he's got, he's done it like that. I mean, he got in the playoffs and wrecked shots.
He has one ring, and the year before, remember, it wasn't his fault. He put that ball on the money.
He balled
in the hand, and he dropped it.
He balled.
So it's like one of those things where it's like
catch-22.
Personally, me, with that team, the way the team is set up, he has to ball in the regular season.
Yeah.
Because he's had the defense, he's had Ray Rice and carrying them throughout the regular season.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden in the playoffs, he realizes all he has to do is throw the ball up to Anquan Bolden. Look back at these playoffs.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that's when Anquan Bolden all of a sudden is going off. Because he's just throwing up.
Well, that's when
he was throwing up junk.
That's when Smith came. That's when Torrey Smith came out too. Because everybody was like, they didn't realize they called Joe Flacco the Mad Bomber, because they go vertical. Playoffs, they went vertical. They was never scared to throw it deep, Jack. But let's talk about Denver for a second. I think they quite possibly might be the San Francisco 49ers of the AFC. On both sides of the ball, I don't see a team in the AFC more complete than them on both sides of the ball. But with that being said, what is their Achilles heel? What is their weakness? What is
running the ball? They can't run the ball. That's the thing. And the funny thing is, we're gonna get to it a little bit later, but I told both of you, we all came up with our division winners and everything like that. When I did that and I started going through the division winners and everything, did anybody else notice how garbage the AFC is?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
The AFC is terrible.
Terrible.
Outside your top 3 teams of Houston, the Denver, and New England. And New England, everyone's talking about how New England should be high.
Sketchy.
Hey, New England's kind of sketchy too, because Miami, I think, might have a decent year this year.
New England will win their division.
I'm saying, no.
New England don't win their division.
But what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is those divisions.
Of course.
Whoever's on top, if New England doesn't win,
the AFC North,
right?
Ravens, Bengals,
even the Steelers.
But they're in transition. But the Steelers is still a team that is built on a foundation.
And that's my thing, is that the AFC is garbage.
Super
but
garbage.
when I did the division for the NFC, I was like, oh my God,
it's tough.
God,
yeah. It's tough. I'm gonna leave somebody out these playoffs.
When I did the wild card, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
I was like, ooh. Yeah. I said, ooh, you didn't make it. I'm sorry. Real quick, Denver. I was having this debate. And I'm in a little forum on Facebook called The Locker Room. And I encourage you guys to go out and check it out. We have a good time in there discussing sports. And a guy put up Wes Welker. To whoever doesn't believe that Wes Welker is elite receiver, you're crazy. And I go, I don't think he's an elite receiver. I said, I think, first of all, we have to determine the definition. What is an elite receiver?
Right.
What are we talking about? I said, because to me, elite receivers encompass size, what they do with the ball when they get it, and how much they get it in the end zone. Now, some people said, and it was told to me that he said, and I quote, he does what receivers get paid to do, catch balls. I said, yeah, but he's worthless inside the 20. He's worthless inside the 20, and corners are getting bigger now. You put somebody like Richard Sherman on him, he won't get a pass.
Right.
I don't care where you line him up at in the slot. And I said, my knocks against him was this. One, you get cut for a reason. He got cut from the Dolphins. I'm sorry. He got cut from the Dolphins. It ain't like the Dolphins need to be cutting nobody. Damn body.
Yeah.
Right? Two, he came to New England with a coach who says, this is how I can use this guy.
Right. And
he put him in a position to win. He put him in the slot, and he was like, well, there were no other star receivers there. I said, but that system is interchangeable. I said, so if Danny Amendola comes in and catches 111, 112 passes
it's the system.
4,000 yards, it's the system, right? Okay, and you're playing with Tom Brady.
Right.
I said, now, let's take somebody like a Larry Fitzgerald, who I feel is an elite receiver. You want to know why? Because he still finds a way to grind out 1,000-something yards, maybe off of 80-something catches, but he has Kevin Kolb and fucking Josh Skelton throwing
the ball.
And he catches any and everything. I said, we've seen Wes Welker fail in big crunch time situations. Elite receivers don't do that.
Right.
I mean, when I think of elite receivers, I think of a receiver that can line up anywhere.
Anywhere. Yeah.
And Wes Welker can't line up anywhere.
I can't put Wes Welker on the outside. He gets shoved out of bounds all day.
I mean, and he can't blow past anybody.
No.
So he's a slot guy only.
A great compliment to a good receiving core. Does he make a good receiving core great by adding him in? Yes.
Yeah.
But I said, name me a team that he can go to and he becomes a number one option.
Well, see, here's the thing. He was the number one option in New England,
but out of the slot,
and in that system. It was him and Gronkowski, but he was doing it before Gronkowski even got there.
When Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez changed, he basically became you get us the first down.
Right.
But when we want the end zone, we go into the big boys.
Well, I understand
we go to the tight ends that can literally outrun you down.
No, I understand that. And now that he's in Denver, the perk that he has right now is that
he'll never see double coverage.
Yeah. You have
Demaryius Thomas,
Eric Decker, and they have this new
the tight end, the young kid. So and that's what I'm saying. Once again, you're kind of shielded.
Mm-hmm.
But let me put him on a team, say like
the Bears.
No, because you got Brandon Marshall.
He
still would be shielded. He would be super uber great here. Put him on a team like the Carolina Panthers, where the only other guy, their best receiver, is 6 feet. And now let's find out what you made of.
Can't do it.
You can't do it. And I think that's what Steve Smith is going through right now in his mind. I'm still the number one guy. Steve, you might want to move over into the slot and let them get somebody where you don't have to see double teams anymore.
Exactly.
Because I'm telling you, guys like Richard Sherman, guys like Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, these are big corners, man. And like I said, when they put Ladarius Webb on Welker last night, he was missing for part of the game. So then that's when Peyton started going to his big guns. I just at the end of the day, I don't think Wes Welker's elite. Do I think he's a great receiver? Do I think he'll get into the Hall of Fame? Yes, just off sheer catches alone. But when did he start getting all those catches? When he played with New England.
Well, see, the thing about football is you got to be careful when you say certain things like that, because football is the ultimate team game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you hear, Wes Welker, he only got good when he got with Tom Brady. But I'm like, Tom Brady was throwing him those balls, you know what I'm saying? And he was catching those balls. So, I mean, I don't like doing that too much, where you're like, well, he was with Tom Brady or he was with Peyton Manning. Like, look, he put up the numbers. He put up the numbers. I don't care what the system is. That's football. Football is about systems and about how you play. So, like, some players, if they didn't fall in certain areas, they probably wouldn't have the great elite numbers as other players would. But still, I don't like to take away from anybody because of a system.
I'm not taking away from him, but let's be honest, it is what it is. He's played in other systems before and hadn't had that success.
Because people try to use that against Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Rice is not the greatest wide receiver.
Jerry Rice went to other teams.
It was the same because he was in the West Coast offense when it was brand new and no one knew how to stop
it. And
he put up crazy numbers.
Jerry Rice went to the Raiders and had good numbers.
He did.
As an old man.
So it's like Randy Moss. People was like, all Dante Culpepper did was throw the ball up to him.
Yep,
that's
what
made him elite, because he went and got it. You can't do that with Wes Welker.
And you can line him up anywhere.
And for the point I make, I was looking at the stats the other day. Wes Welker has like 54 TDs for his career. Megatron has 65 and has played in the league 2 years less than Wes Welker. Like, come on, man. No. Does he have the receptions that Wes Welker has? No, because their offense is not dink and dunk.
Right.
That's another thing. Their offense is not dink and dunk. They take the shot and they go up the field 5 times out of 10. If you throw it to
Megatron, he gonna get it.
He's going to the house, or he already there, and he's jumping over 6 people. You go. The elite receivers in the league, to me, in my opinion, Megatron, the boy from Dez Bryant. I like Dez Bryant. I like the kid from
Andre Johnson.
Yes, big Andre from the Houston Texans. I'm going Brandon Marshall, of course. I
just did a fantasy draft, so I'm thinking about all the guys in my head right now.
Julio Jones.
Will
be one. Roddy White. He's an elite receiver. Colston. I like Colston from the Saints.
Yeah.
Elite receiver. I like Demaryius Thomas from Denver.
Right.
I think Torrey Smith has the potential to be in the league receiver,
but he's not there.
He's not there yet. New England doesn't have any elite receivers.
Nope, not anymore.
What about Miami? Nope.
They ain't got elite.
Indianapolis,
nothing.
nope. He's really no. I take that back. Reggie Wayne. I like Reggie Wayne.
Yeah, it's
over. You think Reggie Wayne is elite?
So it's a wrap for him.
He's older now, but
I think he's elite because of what he did last year.
Okay. With a rookie
quarterback, and he put up some numbers, and he did his
thing. That word elite, you can't throw it around. There's not that many elite receivers. All those guys I named, probably minus Reggie Wayne, I could take off their team and put them somewhere else, and they'd be the number one guy.
Right.
Yeah. I can't say that with Wes unless he goes to just a bum ass squad. I think Justin Blackmon has the potential to be an elite receiver if he can lay off the booze. Lay off the booze, Justin, man. Please drink responsibly.
Or not at all, in your case.
Right, exactly. Just stay off.
I don't tell you not to have no fun, man. Just hire a driver.
Hey, man, college football, that kicked off last weekend.
Yes.
Basically, I looked at it as the weekend of 5 players. Jadaveon Clowney, Taj Boyd, Teddy Bridgewater, Johnny Manziel, and famous Jameis. What were your thoughts about this weekend in week 1 of college football?
BC.
I mean, there was a lot of, like you said, there was a lot of big names, and those big names showed up. They did their thing. I mean, I think we ended up talking about Manziel probably more than anything because of the little antics and getting benched and all that. But I like Johnny Manziel, man. I like what he did.
Think he's going to repeat? Or you think he done told the NCAA F you too much?
Yeah, they ain't going to allow that happen. They ain't gonna
you think the Heisman guys, the guys that vote, don't like Manziel?
He ain't going to get it again.
I'm telling you who I'm going with.
Hold on, Leon. Did you have a problem with anything he did?
No.
Not at all.
No. I don't care if he took money. It's my signature. It's my name.
No.
My name. Marlo.
I mean, if you watched after that game, the analysts on every network killed him.
And here's my thing. It's a catch-22 if you're his teammate. To me, I said he's the new age Jim McMahon. Remember how Jim McMahon acted up at BYU? Jim McMahon was a wild boy, and all his teammates said, man, I'll go to war with that dude.
Yeah.
But he'll drive you effing nuts off the field. Like doing stuff like hanging from the 49th floor balcony to jump down to his friend's balcony on the 48th floor. Instead of just going
down, taking the elevator, taking the stairs.
But he didn't want the coaches to see him out of his room.
Crazy.
It's stuff like that. That's Johnny Manziel to me. Pure talent, not the passer that Jim McMahon was, no. But what I'm saying, leader, talent, great locker room guy. I have never heard any one of his teammates
complain about him.
If he was in the NBA, he'd be Steven Jackson. He'd be Ron Artest. Them dudes would be like, man, this dude is cool as hell in the locker room, but we can't go to the strip club because he might pick one of the bras up and throw him through a window because they sipped out his drink. You know what I'm saying? But he's gotta shut it off, man, because I think he's writing his check out the NFL. He's not gonna get a serious look.
I don't think that's gonna bother him too much. The problem with Johnny Manziel is he already got money.
Yeah,
he come from money.
He paid
so he used to being wild. He used to doing stuff like that. The rules don't apply to him.
But I think somebody on this team got to tell us, like, dog, when you mess up and you get penalized, you kill us because you our leader.
Yeah.
You the top dog. Like, everybody on the team, when they score, they do the money out, the cash
Well,
out.
see, the thing is,
but what would you do if you were a freshman in college and
he did.
What would you do?
I'm saying he did that last year on the field. He did the
No, and that's what I'm saying.
He did that
that's
last year.
What I mean about the leadership. Like, they like him. They like, man, that's swag.
Well, the thing is, he knows he hurts a team when he gets a penalty like that. Here's the thing. I don't think he expected to get a penalty for that.
I think that penalty was BS, though, because the guys was woofing at him.
Mm-hmm.
The guys was woofing at him.
And he was pointing to the scoreboard now. I'm not. He probably said something.
That was funny as hell.
Look at this scoreboard.
I laughed, though.
Yeah.
He pointed at the scoreboard, but I'm guessing it went with some words that he said.
He probably dropped a few colorful phrases in there.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he didn't drop that N-word, though.
Yeah.
Okay, how cool you think you is? That's Riley Cooper.
He found out.
but I like Teddy Bridgewater. The simple fact for the Heisman, I like Teddy Bridgewater, and I'm gonna tell you why. I really like Jadaveon Clowney.
For the Heisman?
Yes, I do. Because let me tell you my only knock against Teddy Bridgewater. I like him. Think he's gonna put up numbers. But you're playing in a nothing-ass conference, and you're beating up on a bunch of nobodies.
Shoot, that's why I think he's going to win the Heisman.
But you're beating up on a bunch of nobodies.
He's about to go undefeated, put up great numbers.
But you're beating up a bunch of nobodies.
I'm telling you.
And they look at that.
Yeah.
Man, don't sit up. Don't act like now they're going to change the game.
No. They look at it, but still.
They look hard at it.
But he came in as a favorite.
And you know why he came in as a favorite? Because of what they did to the bowl team last year. He didn't come in as a favorite. Like, he was on the map, but he really splashed on from that game.
Yeah, at the end of the year.
Who did they beat in the bowl game?
I forget.
Was it
everyone.
Was it Florida?
Yeah.
They kicked Florida's ass. Now Florida is a team that's not ranked. That in the SEC is not picked to finish high. So how much favor do you gain from that? I get it. It's a turnaround of a program. Chuck is going to have a lot of them guys coming from Florida or whatever to play. And I like Teddy Bridgewater. Don't get it twisted. But if Taj Boyd has a one-loss season with Clemson, you got to put him over Teddy Bridgewater because he's playing tougher competition.
Well, it was like yesterday. Everything who had the best game over the weekend. I was like, it was Taj Boyd. because Taj Boyd played against beat a higher ranked team,
Right.
and they were ranked number 5.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? With a
and
it's a Georgia defense. Georgia always has had a decent defense.
And once again, he beat the mighty SEC. That holds a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Now, the kid from Florida State, once again,
Famous Jameis.
he has a 1-loss season. I put him ahead of Teddy Bridgewater because for the simple fact that it comes down to that schedule, dog. Why you think Louisville won't be playing for a national championship? If there's a 1-loss SEC team and Louisville's unbeaten, they're gonna put that SEC team over Louisville, and it's deservedly so because Louisville is playing nobody. And I hate that, but that's what it is. I like to see. That's why I feel like we should have a playoff because I like to see how Louisville would do against Alabama.
Well, see, here's my thing.
But you know they will get killed.
But here's my thing about
that.
I don't know, man.
Here's my thing about
teams that get killed against. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Teams that get killed against SEC teams are teams that don't have speed. The teams that have speed, they compete. Look at the year when Auburn, when Cam and them won, and they played Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon was in that game for a minute because they have the speed to match. Notre Dame was going to get their ass kicked because the Midwest just don't create burners like you do down south. And boys from Florida, Mississippi, and Alabama ain't come trying to play in this bullshit cold up there. Man, I ain't going up there.
They stay loose.
Man, I ain't going up there down Chicago with, man. You had to play no Memphis, man. I like, shit. That cold got down. I was down south, though. Man, goddamn, I went out there, that wind blew past me out there. Goddamn, man, hey, come on down here, man. Let's get back to Opelika, man.
Oh, what?
Opelika, man.
Okay.
Man, goddamn, we got to play Florida and Nine that week. Goddamn, we'll be out there on that beach.
Florida what?
Florida and Nine.
Okay.
Goddamn, got to come up here and play Minnesota. Goddamn.
Hey, that's 100%.
And they dome had cash, man. We had to get out there in that goddamn snow.
Hey, that's 100%.
I'm trying to tell you, man. It's cold, man. I can't wait. We play goddamn Texas A&M.
Who?
Texas A&M. Goddamn Texas A&M. Hey, man. Goddamn. Troy, man, we got to play Troy University.
Who?
Troy University. Troy. Troy University, man. They got down Georgia. Hell yeah, you know I wouldn't be excited when they went and got down Georgia. Goddamn had to go up there and play the Maine Bears.
Who?
Maine Bears, man. Maine Bears.
Okay, you right.
Man, goddamn, that wind went on my bike.
Yo, what?
My bike. My bike was cold as hell, man. Goddamn. I ain't get back to Opelika, man. Opelika till I die.
Till you die.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
The boys ain't trying to come up here. They seen the picture.
Sit on my bike.
On my bike. Your bike? My bike, man. Bike, boy. I get back, goddamn Opelika, man. Opelika, where's that? No, but this is why I'm saying Jadaveon Heisman is gonna make a serious push. We had a linebacker last year with a fake girlfriend. He finishing second place.
And he might be all right in the NFL.
If he gets on the field, because he hurt.
And I'm not down there, and to me, he was overrated. Jadaveon Clowney is a game changer who offenses scheme to stop him.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Jadaveon Clowney and any defensive player. The reason why Manti Te'o was a finalist last year is because he's a middle linebacker, which means he's in the middle of damn near every play.
Went to Notre Dame.
And he went to Notre Dame. No, I understand that.
There's a lot of politics in that,
I understand that too. But
and
the thing,
fake girlfriend.
No, I understand that.
Catfish.
No, I understand that.
Goddamn, you about dude, man.
Goddamn.
Man, goddamn, man. Goddamn, her girlfriend goddamn died, man. That didn't won.
She wasn't even real though.
I don't want to go up there and play them though, because up there that Notre Dame, that's South Bend.
What they at?
South Bend, man. South Bend, man, like you bring your bike. What? You bring your bike, man. Go down south.
Bring your bike.
No. But what I'm saying is, as a defensive player, middle linebacker is in the middle of all the plays. So I mean, he got he had 8 picks. Or something like that. You know, he had a lot of plays. The thing about Jadaveon,
don't even talk to me about Notre Dame.
But here's the thing about Jadaveon Clowney is you can run away from Jadaveon Clowney. Everyone was talking about how terrible a game he had on Saturday, but I was just like, or
It's
on
the
Thursday.
first game.
No.
Well, no. But the thing is, I'm like, he made a lot of impact plays. The thing about the thing about the defensive linemen is that if you make them go a different direction, if you force them a different way, even if you don't make the tackle, if you force the running back or the quarterback do something he doesn't want to do, you've made an impact on the game, but it won't show up in the numbers.
Once again, though, man, here's what I say to counteract that. One, that team came out, and I think they probably kind of tried to lay a blueprint for other teams to disrupt him and just run no huddle. And he said to myself, yeah, I was a little gassed. We wasn't expecting that from them. That was a wrinkle they threw in for us. But now, if they know that teams are probably going to start trying to do that, I think Jadaveon Clowney can stay on the field. And I disagree with you in saying that you can run away from him. That is one of the best defensive linemen I've seen at shedding a block and getting down the line of scrimmage and hawking down the running back. The man runs a 4.4.
No. He's an animal. He's
At
a beast.
275 pounds. There's not too much you're going to run away from him. And he, like you said, he's going to cause havoc. And what I like about that, even though it doesn't show up in the numbers, I guarantee you Heisman voters are watching that. Like, he's changing the scale
I
of
just
his
think at the end of the day, by the end of the season, you're gonna have quarterbacks putting up numbers. You're gonna have Johnny Manziel. You're gonna have Teddy Bridgewater putting up numbers.
You're gonna have Manziel be knocked out of the running after week.
No. I'm just saying.
I think that's it.
Done. Yeah, after week 3, he's gonna be done.
I think even if they lose to Alabama,
Because they're gonna kill the hype.
He's gonna go.
Even if they lose to Alabama, if he has a good game,
and that's what I'm telling you, that's not gonna happen. They're gonna lose Alabama, and they're gonna put his ass in the ringer. I'm saying it right now, Johnny. I love you, but I think them boys that was on that team last year is sitting thinking about that. And don't forget, we slowly forget the quarterback that had the best touchdown to interception ratio out of anybody in the nation last year, Mr. McCarron, that played for the one-loss Alabama Crimson Tide. We just discredit him.
You don't think he in the conversation either?
No.
Why not? If he marches through the SEC and he puts up numbers,
because no one's gonna think that he carried that team.
Really?
No.
So if he puts up numbers, they're not gonna think he carried that team.
Nope. Because first of all, you remember this first game that he played, and he played like crap in the first game. Man had one touchdown. One touchdown.
Everybody's first game, though.
I know. But
you're talking about this year, right?
I'm talking about this year.
Okay, fine.
First game, they won.
First game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just like the kid from Florida State went out and threw for 500 something damn yards against who?
Pitt.
Pitt.
At least it was Pitt.
I could put BC out at flanker. You can give me 5 attempts. I'm getting in the end zone on 2 of them against Pitt. In full pads.
Pitt at the top.
Then you get me a goddamn burn over there on the corner.
Pitt had a top 20 defense though last year.
And
returned 9 starters.
They top 20 suck this year.
Yeah.
Now talk to me when he does that against Clemson. And who are they out of their out of conference opponents that they're playing?
Well, that's everybody.
Yeah.
In the South, no one plays nobody else.
But no, well, I take that coming from the SEC because they bust each other head.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is, if AJ McCarron goes in, beats a LSU, beats a Texas A&M, beats a Florida,
beats every
because even though Florida may suck, they get up to play each other.
I mean,
beats a Georgia. Why can't he be considered? If he's steering the ship, and I don't want to hear that shit about game management that gets on my nerves.
He wasn't considered last year, and they lost only 1 game. I'm just saying, this man has been a starter.
He wasn't considered last year because he was when you have 2 dominant backs. It's only Yeldon back there this year. Mm-hmm. He had Yeldon and the kid that went to Green Bay last year. They had a double. Mm-hmm. They had a double threat, and they beat people's heads in like that. But now this year, you got the kid out of receiver who's a burner, who he threw a deep pass to in the championship game and lit Notre Dame up. He's got weapons on the outside where they're going to allow him to throw the ball
and show what he can do.
I like him. Ain't
nobody talking about him. That's why. That's why I think he could be a sleeper.
No one's talking about him because there ain't nothing to talk about.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
it's AJ McCarron.
Those other quarterbacks,
you don't think he's good?
He's a game manager.
Those other quarterbacks you named all got spots on their schedule where they're going to falter, except for Teddy Bridgewater. And the knock against him, like I'm saying,
Teddy Bridgewater can't lose a game.
He can't lose.
He can't lose a game.
Not with that schedule.
Nope.
He can't. And even by winning them all, he has to put up 40.
What conference is that?
40-something.
That's the former Big East All-American USA Conference. Now I don't know what the hell that is.
He has to put up at least 40 points a game on people.
Yep.
And he has to straight
dominate.
cats.
He got to dominate.
Okay.
That conference.
The freshman's not gonna go like that all year long. The red shot. I mean, he could have a fairy tale season like Johnny Manziel, but I don't think he is.
The thing about full disclosure,
Taj Boyd, what did Jadaveon Clowney say about him? When we see y'all, man, we know you scared of us. That's a lot of balls. That he said, "Oh man, Taj Boyd scared us. He was scared of us last year."
Well, actually, Jadaveon said that about damn near every quarterback in the SEC.
He meant it.
He meant about Taj. Like, man, you scared of us, dog. We got you. And that to me, that's a knock.
Well, see, the thing about Taj Boyd can almost sew up a Heisman because Taj Boyd has a lot of huge games this year.
Ain't he a fifth-year senior too?
Huh?
Ain't he a fifth-year senior?
I don't want to year senior. It seems like he's been in college forever.
Taj Boyd has games against South Carolina, Georgia, that he already got. He has a game against Florida State. That's going to be big. Taj Boyd has a lot of impact games that are coming up on his schedule to help him get a Heisman. I think so.
Boise State is an impact game?
Boise State.
Did you say Boise?
No. I said Florida State.
Oh, Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State.
Let's see. Yeah. Like, they beat Georgia. Now Clemson plays South Carolina. Now, this week, Saturday. Saturday they play South Carolina.
Who does? No, Georgia plays South Carolina this year. I feel bad for Aaron Murray. Aaron Murray ain't gonna survive that game. I think Jadavion's gonna get a piece of him this weekend. What are y'all looking at?
Well, they must have this wrong, dog, because I'm looking at, what was that say right there? Am I crazy? Georgia Bulldogs won 38-35. South Carolina. Oh, no, South Carolina State. I Jalapenos.
Who?
South Carolina State.
Oh, okay, bye week.
South Carolina.
Bye
week, and then an open date after that. Now look at the rest of the schedule. NC State Wolfpack, Wake Forest Demon Deacons, Syracuse, Boston College. Next big game, Florida State.
I'm saying,
at Maryland, at Virginia, at Georgia Tech, and then they play the Gamecocks. November 30th decides his
I know.
fate.
I mean,
that's the end of the season.
But he has three big games. That's what I'm saying. He has 3 big games. But that's what all you really need sometimes. But he can't lose any of those games. No. Like Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football won the Heisman when he beat Alabama.
True.
That was it. Because he had lost 2 games. He had lost to LSU, but the minute he went into Tuscaloosa and beat Alabama, that was it. The Heisman was his. He wasn't losing that.
Florida State. They got the Nevada Wolfpack next. Then the mighty Bethune-Cookman Wildcats.
Shout out to black
Boston College, Maryland. Next big game, Clemson. NC State.
You have to understand the ACC is whack. The ACC has been
Miami's
going to
be a big game. I don't care.
Well, it's always a big game.
Right. Wake Forest, Syracuse, the Idaho Vandals, and then Florida. That'll be a big game.
That's a whack schedule.
Yeah. I mean, no, because the ACC. The ACC is always like that. There's only 2 football teams right now in the ACC that matter right now. It's Florida State and Clemson.
Yep.
Miami hadn't been able to recover for a few years now.
And what conference is the AAC? What is this?
The ACC?
No, the AAC with Louisville playing.
Oh, that used to be the Big East.
Yeah.
But
then everybody started leaving.
Then all the basketball teams left.
So is it the All-American?
It's something.
Here's why Teddy Bridgewater won't win the Heisman.
Oh, it's terrible. It's god-awful.
Here's why Teddy Bridgewater won't win the Heisman. Ohio Bobcats, Eastern Kentucky Colonials, Kentucky Wildcats, Florida International Golden Panthers, Temple Owls, Rutgers, the UCF Knights, the USF Bulls, Connecticut, Houston, Memphis, and Cincinnati.
He might throw.
That's why he
might throw for 10,000 yards.
But he won't win the Heisman because they be like, "You did it against wheelchair teams." No disrespect against. I'm just saying.
Right.
That's why he will not win.
Hey, but I don't know, cause he might be in the conversation. Remember, Steve McNair ran through the SWAC and at least got a trip to New York out of it.
Yeah, he'll get a trip to New York.
Teddy Bridgewater will be in New York. He'll be in New York.
Yeah.
He's going to go undefeated. If they lose a game, though,
it's over.
It's a wrap.
McCarran, the Hokies, He already beat them. He's got Texas A&M next. Then they go Colorado State, Ole Miss, Georgia State, Kentucky.
Georgia State.
The Razorbacks.
They just put the team together 2 years ago.
The Volunteers, LSU Tigers, Mississippi State Bulldogs, Chattanooga, and then Auburn, and then the SEC Championship.
Can someone explain to me why they've played Chattanooga and Georgia State? Georgia State, they've played Georgia State 3 years in a row.
Because that school wants that money, so
I know.
be the sacrificial lamb.
Have they scored any points? Who? Georgia State.
They got a field goal 1 year.
That's your album.
Yes, it is. Hey, man, when I watched that Georgia State-Alabama game the first time they played, I was like, what are we doing?
Who put this together?
Whose bright idea was that? Hey, I've never seen, we've seen overmatched games before. That was something that was amazing. I was like, you guys.
What was the score?
It was like 66-3, something like that. It was some crazy. It was bad. It was bad.
Johnny Football's future will be determined.
You gotta go.
No.
You gotta go.
It was just lose.
Oh my God!
It was terrible.
100,000 people.
Oh God!
Screaming down on this little Atlanta school.
Johnny Football's future will be determined Saturday, September 14th with the Crimson Tide.
It's early.
And Saturday,
LSU.
November 23rd at LSU. At LSU.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Those 2 games.
Yes.
He wins those 2 games.
Hey man,
He might double up.
He might double up.
Which one could he realistically win?
Both of them.
LSU. He can't win Alabama.
You don't think
it's not going to happen.
You think he got a chance to beat Alabama
Yes.
again?
Yes.
LSU.
Yes,
The
he's going to beat
talent's
Alabama
not
again.
there in LSU.
No, he's going to beat LSU.
He
He's
cannot
gonna
beat
beat
Alabama.
Alabama.
Let me tell you why.
Roll Tide.
Let me tell you why he's not going to beat Alabama.
I know Saban didn't want to. I know Saban.
Where's the game at?
Saban then devised the game
Where's it
plan.
at?
Trust me. It's at Dayfield.
Oh, it's in College Station.
They
the
beat
College
them
Station.
and they beat them in Tide Country last year.
Yeah.
Hey man, look at here. Johnny Manziel has the biggest FU just
I
mentality
got it. And
out there.
there's somebody waiting to turn that mirror around and put it back in his face.
man,
yeah.
And that's the Crimson Tide.
Look here, man.
Crimson Tide, like we won another national championship this year, and we're gonna be the first school in the history of college football.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I just want Johnny Manziel to kick everyone's ass this year, I want him to win another Heisman. Just because.
But you don't care about the national championship. Just get the award.
No, I want to see. Listen.
Oh, I mean, I think for him to get the Heisman,
That would, yeah.
he'd have to be.
I want him to win.
He'd have to get the national title.
I want him to win for a bigger
probably.
reason. Because I feel like if they fail this year and they suck, they lose big games.
NCAA win.
The brother's job is on the line.
Sumlin?
Yeah, I really need him.
Oh.
I really need him to win to help my man keep his job. Because they're gonna be like, you couldn't control him. You lost to the damn SMU Mustangs, LSU, Alabama. Damn, I lost to LSU and Alabama and the SMU Mustangs. Now I'm out of here.
So
I'm telling you, dog. Short leash.
So if the white boy failed, then the black
the
man
brother
got to
gonna get his
pay.
head chopped off for it, and Manziel will be
I got
back
you.
next
Can I
year.
get the button?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
The race card is in
and
play.
I just feel like if they struggle this year, and let's just say they get 4 losses hung on them, they're gonna blame Sumner.
How long
He's
you been
gonna
there?
Be the fall guy.
How long has he been there?
Like, I want to say like 3 years. Here's my thing though. Someone can't get fired because they got that young stud coming up. What, Kenny Hill?
I don't care.
That freshman.
Don't matter.
Don't go nowhere.
Don't matter.
Because what, Johnny Manziel, he can go to the league after this year,
Yep.
right?
He gone.
Don't
Oh no, he
matter.
gone. He gone after this year.
Yeah.
He gone. And then Kenny Hill, boy.
Yeah. I think Sumner gonna be all right. I don't think Texas and them they gonna have that. They're not gonna have a bad season. They gonna get to a big bowl. You think?
Yeah, all you need is
BCS
6
bowl.
wins.
Did they get to a BCS bowl?
Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's major bowls guys who saying, hey, I don't give a damn if y'all win 3 games as long as Johnny Manziel's
And Johnny
on your-
Manziel gonna sell tickets.
Yeah,
He's gonna make a lot of money.
Exactly.
So,
So
yeah.
they're going to a big bowl. I don't care about they're getting in there. They're getting in the BCS.
So Sumner, he cool.
Something.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
He all right.
Don't
You ain't gotta
be
worry
worried
about
him.
him.
Don't you
I'm
be
knock
all
on wood.
should have
I
been
don't-
worried about him when he benched Manziel last Saturday and they ain't fire him then.
because Johnny runs that school right now.
Yeah, that's
Johnny
Oh, he's
can't-
only been at Texas A&M 2 years.
he came from Houston.
He came from Houston.
Johnny, you can't really touch Johnny. Johnny said, "What? You gonna bench me?
They went 11-2.
I'ma quit."
They went 11-2 and 6-2 in the conference.
Won the
last
Cotton
year.
Bowl.
And won the Cotton.
All right, now let's get back to the
Black
NFL.
man in the Cotton Bowl.
Let's
Ain't it something? He won though. He did win.
Goddamn.
God.
Stop.
This card is in play.
Cotton Bowl.
The what?
Cotton Bowl, man.
Where they play that at?
No, seriously though, I joke on my southern accented brothers. That really happened to me. I almost got into a fist fight in Atlanta. I went to order some food from Wendy's, and we went to like the hoodest Wendy's. It was me, JJ. Shout out to JJ Jeremiah, and my man Shouty. On Wild 'N Out. They took me to Hood's McDonald's, dude. I walk up to the counter. I'm a little buzzed because we have been out doing the show all night, and this dude said, "Welcome to Wendy's. Let me get your order to your hot bread." I was like, "What you say?" He's like, "I said, welcome to Wendy's. Let's get out there and order to your hot bread, boy." I said, "What are you saying, man?" And he said, "Hey, man, let's get out there and order to your hot bread." And I was like, "Whatever." I said, "Man, whatever, dude," like that. And I didn't know whatever saying cats in the South over the top. Like, that's, to them, that's like saying what
fighting words, yeah, what you want to do.
He's like, "Well, whatever, then, pussy ass nigga, fuck boy." Like, hey,
he taking your order,
man. Some nuggets, man, and some sea salt fries. But yeah, that always, I done have homies that talk. That's why it's just a funny thing.
I love the South, man.
Florida boys, man, they be like, "Hey, man, I went out there.
Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia.
Up there, I got down knee, man.
Man, listen.
My knee, man, my goddamn knee.
Man.
Your knee, brother? Yeah, my goddamn knee, man."
But I went to an Outkast concert, man. It was the first time I had ever heard Andre 3000 talk, man. I ain't realized, like, just how country they was. And he standing up on stage, he was like, "Yo, turn that shit up. These people can't hear that shit like that right there." I'm like,
can't hear it, man. Over
like
there.
that right there. I'm like, what?
If you ready, goddamn, if you, goddamn, y'all ready to hear goddamn hip hop, man, make your noise. I'm like, what? It's like actors in movies. Like, I didn't know dude that plays Jax on Sons of Anarchy was from, like, Australia. So, like, I hear him do an interview, or you don't know that Idris Elba is from London.
London, right.
Because all you see is Stringer Bell. You know, he'd be like, "Yeah, so, you know, we got to make this move next. You sure with that?
Right.
You okay with that?" And then you see him in the interview, "When I played the character." That's how the Florida dudes be when they rap. Like, you hear Andre 3000 like, "Man, we got to get out there. You know, we got to get their money." But then on the rap, he be like, "One for the money and two, it's for the show." You be like, "Man, this dude is spitting."
He articulate.
Yeah.
Not really. Speaking of somebody that ain't articulate, did you see that on Meek
Mills? Hey, man.
Who cleared that? Nobody.
Hey, man, you gotta put that.
You see that?
What is that?
He put Kendrick in the coffin.
No.
Who's that in the coffin?
That's Cass.
Oh, wow.
But do you see what's wrong with it?
The spelling?
Your. Do you see that?
Yeah, it's your and the U-R-E.
Yeah. Meek Mill.
That's
Major
like
label
there,
artist.
and there.
Listen, man. Everybody in MMG is remedial.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
Except Wale. I'm not going to put that on Wale.
I ain't going to put it on Stally either.
Yeah, Stallies.
Hey, let's get to the NFL and wrap this up real quick.
All right. Goddamn little rabbit.
Goddamn me.
Go ahead, Leon, and give me your division winners.
All right, let me pull up the text message I sent you because that was a lot of stuff to remember, and I indulge into the earthly environments.
Okay.
So I might not have totally remember everything you sent me. I'm pulling it right now. But
I got them right here.
Go
There you go.
That's
you right there.
iPhone 5, much quicker. All right, I got for the games, we're just doing the divisions first?
We're doing the divisions.
Okay, right, AFC East, I got the Patriots. I think they win that. I do not believe in the Bengals in the AFC North. I think the Ravens will win the AFC North. The Texans will win the AFC South, but be closely pressed by the Colts. And the Broncos will win the AFC West. My wild cards will be the aforementioned Bengals and the Colts. Now, when we go to the NFC, I'm going to get a lot of boos with this one. I think the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East this year. Because nobody is talking about them winning.
There's a reason why.
Yeah, well, but other
Jerry
years,
Jones can't sleep, though.
Other years they talked about him and they didn't do it. I think this is the year they Mitzelplick it and they get.
They what?
Mitzelplick.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Mixix Pedalick.
I got it now.
You're not old enough for them?
I didn't.
Justice League? Goddamn Mitzelplick. Packers will win the NFC North.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons will win the NFC South.
Right.
Seahawks will win the NFC West. And the wild cards will be the 49ers and Redskins. I'm sorry, Saints. It was real hard. But I just think if RG3 stays healthy, or even if he doesn't, I think Kirk Cousins can get them a wild card team. Super Bowl, I'm going to break it down for you just like I broke it down on the text. The Super Bowl will be the Battle of the Birds. Wilson shows why he should have been drafted higher than Luck and RG3. And Flacco turns up for the playoffs like he always does. Seahawks versus Ravens Super Bowl. And Richard Marshall and company stifle a speedy Ravens receiving core. And Marshawn Lynch wins MVP. And Seahawks get the chip. And Russell Wilson wins the chip for RG3 and Luck, who were both drafted before.
That's good
Wow.
Stuff. Now, Brian Crawford, what you got,
in
man?
my opinion, sir.
Right, in your
humble opinion. All right, in my humble opinion, I got the Patriots winning the AFC East. I think they got that. Got the Steelers winning the AFC North.
Ooh.
That is a stretch right now, isn't it?
Ooh.
It feels like a stretch. I don't know why,
I don't know, but
it shouldn't. It shouldn't feel like
that could happen.
I know.
That's what I mean about
it shouldn't feel like a stretch, but it feels like a stretch this year.
Pull one out his draw.
Texans in the AFC South, Broncos in the AFC West. Me and Leon agree on that. Eagles winning the NFC East.
Ooh.
Packers NFC North, Falcons NFC South, Bears. No, my bad. And the 49ers NFC West. I got the Bears winning the NFC, Patriots winning the AFC. Bears Super Bowl champs. I'm going homers, man.
Yeah, you that was good.
Big time. Oh, my wild card, AFC. I got the Bengals and the Chiefs. I know that's a stretch.
Yeah, no, I mean I said it is a freaking toss up in the AFC.
Yeah, you just kind of just like just throw a dart at it and wherever it land. And then NFC, I got the Lions and who do I have?
Yeah, the Lions and the Bears.
Yeah, Lions and the Bears.
Hold on, wait a minute. So you got two teams from the NFC North in the wild card.
Yeah.
So the NFC East, that's just not gonna happen.
Oh,
wait. No. My bad.
You got the Bears winning the NFC North. I meant to say you got two teams from the NFC North.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And one of them is not Green Bay.
No. He had Green Bay winning the North.
Yeah.
Green Bay
winning the Bears winning.
No. Green Bay winning the North.
So I was right.
He said he said
the Lions and the Bears
are the two wild cards. Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Probably.
No way.
Probably not.
No way.
Probably not.
First of all, the Lions are bums. Their city can't even buy paper. There's a report. No, there's a report.
I'm just saying, with Brian's picks, he left out the Seahawks.
I did.
The Redskins.
I did. I don't believe in them with RG3.
No, that's fine. No, I understand that. But I'm just saying, that's what I mean. Hold on, who else? You left out the Saints.
I did.
As I'm saying, there's a lot of teams. The NFC is going to be tough.
It's loaded.
NFC is loaded this year, man.
Toss up.
I had, let's see. I had for the NFC East, I had my Giants. I always go with the Giants in the NFC East.
G-Man,
they
find a way.
I always believe that Eli finds a way at the end of the year because it always comes out to the end of the year for the Giants or somebody to get in.
Why? Sidetrack. Why is he not considered just as good as or better than his brother with 2 Super Bowl rings? And he was he's a meaningful factor.
Because
he got Down syndrome. we can't put no. We can't just somebody with a mild case. He got a mild case. It ain't a whole lot.
Right. I mean,
we ain't ready to put that out front as a society
both
yet.
times he won. Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And beat the Patriots.
Do you think he better than his brother?
No.
From a physical standpoint.
Period.
He in the conversation. He right there. He got 2 chips. And he
got MVP both times.
Yeah.
When they sit at the Thanksgiving dinner
he
table,
got one more
get the card of turkey. You only got 1 Super Bowl ring and 1 Super Bowl MVP. Not only you do have a league MVP.
Yeah.
It kind of evens it out.
A league. Peyton Manning got the most of all time. He got 4.
Okay.
4 league MVPs.
4 league MVPs.
More than Brady?
Oh yeah.
Brady got 4
No. Peyton Manning has the most MVPs of all time.
Okay, so that kind of evens out, but I got the brash ring.
That's true.
Man.
So I got the Giants winning the NFC East. I got the Bears winning the NFC North. I got the Falcons winning the South, and the 49ers winning the West. My wild card teams are the. Who would have my wild card? I wrote this stuff down and left it in the car. My wild card teams are the Packers.
You got them as a
and
wild
Seattle.
card?
Yeah, Packers. Wild card.
Really?
Yeah, I said the Bears going to win the North. Packers.
Really?
Yes. Packers.
I want to.
Hey man, let me finish my thing, man.
I just want to know
Packers,
for the Bears.
Packers, and the Seattle Seahawks are my wild card teams. AFC, I had New England, Cincinnati.
You got Cincinnati
Winning the North, yeah.
Bengals young and hungry. It could happen.
It could, man. Please, any one of those three teams can win the NFC North. They're not all that great.
They lose AJ Green, though, they're in trouble.
Oh, of course. Cincinnati. I have Houston, and I have who am I missing? Oh yeah, the Broncos.
Okay.
And then
Wild cards.
Wild cards for the AFC. I believe I had Miami.
Miami. Really?
And the AFC is terrible, man.
So
God awful. I'm sorry, no. I had Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Pittsburgh and Baltimore were my wild cards. I have two teams from the North.
If you had Miami, I was going to say you really believe in what Warren Sapp said.
Man,
that Tannehill going to break down.
But do you know why he said that?
He said that?
Yeah, he said that.
He's trying to keep a job.
No, he's not just trying to keep a job. The thing is, he knows that they're going to chuck the ball all over the place. I saw somebody say that you're going to see a lot of guys.
Who is he throwing it to?
Well, Mike Wallace. But the thing is, and that's about it because the tight end knee is gone. I don't think he's going to play no more.
Have a hell of a year too, then.
But here's the thing, man. When somebody asks about how great Peyton Manning was yesterday, they're like, you're probably going to see a few games where you're going to see quarterbacks. This is a chucking lead, man. You're going to see a lot of crazy, I think, passing numbers this year. But
I heard something last night where they were saying they don't use fullbacks no more.
Not really.
That's terrible.
49ers do. That's about it.
Yeah, it's only like a handful of teams.
It's only a couple teams. The Bears do a couple times.
The Ravens got one.
Yep. Vontae Leach.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for my Super Bowl pick, I had the Seattle Seahawks versus the Houston Texans.
There's a lot of Seahawks love in here. Last time I was in this room was a lot of love for the Seahawks.
Man, I've been saying it.
Pete Carroll.
No, I'm sorry, San Francisco. I had the 49ers versus the Texans.
Yeah.
49ers win. Yeah, 49ers win in New York.
I've told him from day one.
Yeah.
Why? Once again, we get back to that BS eye test. Because
It's the Russell.
He doesn't look like the prototypical quarterback. He's not 6'5". He's about Drew Brees' height.
You don't think he snuck up on people?
No, he was live in college. He played at North Carolina State, and then he transferred and went to Wisconsin, where they run the ball. He changed the culture
in
Wisconsin.
I knew, but see, here's about the thing. When he went to Wisconsin, I was like, they're going to be a great team. Because Wisconsin has them hot mollies
and he can sit
up
there,
front.
And I said, he's not.
And a running game.
And I said, he's not a scrambling quarterback.
My thing was, I always wondered why the hell Wisconsin never went and got a mobile quarterback. Or why they never got a quarterback, period. They always got some Italian guy that had no arm.
Like he said.
To me, what I
said. They won't play.
They won't play that cold, man. But like I said, Wilson was always a guy he could straight drop back and pass. He could go from under center and drop back and pass. He wasn't no spread option read. He could run it. He reminded me of Charlie Ward. Yeah. I think that's what Charlie Ward would have been
if he got to the NFL.
If he'd have went to the NFL.
He's smaller than Charlie Ward, though, ain't he?
No, he's bigger than Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward was 6'2".
Was he?
Well, how tall is Russell?
About 6 feet, 6'1". But I'm talking about mass.
Oh, yeah.
Body size.
He's bigger. Yeah.
Because Charlie Ward was number about 180, 185 pounds.
Right. Yeah.
I just think, and I said, we look at the longness of RG3. We look at Luck. He's the big prototypical 6'5". I said, that dude, more bang for the buck, threw for more touchdown passes than both of them, and had a better quarterback range.
Time to wrap this up.
See, he always do me like that. That and WNBA basketball.
Time to wrap this up.
Shout out to Elena De La Don. 3 months in a row, Rookie of the Month.
She might be MVP.
She might.
Female Dirk.
She might. Here
Shout
we go.
out to Swing Cash.
Yeah.
All right, the picks for this week.
Here we go. Week 1 picks. Now we, like I said yesterday.
Man, you call out the game, we say the name.
I had an itch to gamble, and so this was my scratching the itch to put money on something. All right, here we go. We already lost, Leon, you and myself.
Yeah, we out of there on the Ravens.
On the Ravens.
I got that one.
Yeah, so you and Jay Lee got the other one. Now, the Bengals versus the Bears. Leon, who you got?
The Bengals will come in and they will torch the Bears on the outside with their young receivers, and the defensive line is going to give this shored up Bears offensive line. Kyle Long, welcome to the NFL.
BC?
The Bears.
I got the Bears, too, against the Bengals at
Freaking
home.
homers.
Falcons versus the New Orleans Saints in the Dome. That is the Dome in New Orleans. Leon Rodgers. Who you got?
If you got Julio Jones on your fantasy football team, ramp him up because I think he has
Falcons.
ATL shouting.
I got the Falcons
Yes, sir.
I got the Falcons in New Orleans. Yes, Jay Lee had the Saints winning that game. He says it's gonna be kind of like Katrina. With Sean Payton coming back, he's like, he goes,
forgot about
he's
that.
like, no disrespect, but it's gonna be kind of like the Katrina game.
No, I'm sorry. I had New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Julio Jones is going to have a big game, though. I got New Orleans.
All right, Leon Rodgers. This is the Sunday night football game. Giants versus the Cowboys in Dallas in Jerry World, or also known as the AT&T Stadium. Leon Rodgers. Who you got?
I already told you who was winning the NFC East. The Dallas Cowboys and Tony Romo. He's going to have a big game Sunday. I got the Cowboys.
BC.
I got the New York Football Giants.
Eli Manning.
Yes.
That is his home. He has never lost there. It ain't going to start today. Giants winning the game.
Yeah, and I donate money to Down Syndrome Foundation, so I got to ride with them.
Dang, man, why you gotta come? It's all retarded and stuff. Why are you doing that?
I don't know, man. That's Eli.
All right, then. The Monday night game.
The Monday night game.
The prototype versus the new generation.
I like that.
You got RG
The
Trace.
original iPhone against iPhone 5.
You got Vic in an offense he probably should have been in from the time he
Years
got
ago.
to the league. Now he old and in it. Leon Rodgers. We in Washington, D.C., a.k.a. Chocolate City.
Chuck Brown, the home of Go-Go.
Leon Rodgers. Who you got?
Let me tell you right now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Tempo determines games. A Rockport and them are not going to know how to deal with this Michael Vick, who's going to be newly invigorated running this Eagles offense. My upset pick of the week, Eagles going to RFK Stadium and kick that ass.
Is that really an upset?
It's not an upset, but he likes saying
I got
upset. He
Philly,
likes
man.
upset.
I
You
don't
know,
know if that's
roster to roster, that's not an upset.
No.
After what the Redskins did last year and the Eagles did last
I
year
ain't
with
worried
a
about
new
that.
coach,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be an upset. A new coach.
not with your quarterback coming off ACL.
No. Go ahead. Who you got, BC? BC, you said who you got?
I got Philly.
I got Philly too. Actually, all four of us have Philly in that game.
I don't.
We're not doing no damn upsets.
Look at the line.
It throws things
Look
off.
at the lines in Vegas. I guarantee you that's
They got
an upset.
RG3 winning that game?
Yes.
Oh, man. I need this.
Man, hey,
Put me up with your bookie.
hey, right now I'm down. I'm down 0-1. Leon, we down 0-1. Right now, BC and Jay Lee got the lead with 1-0 with their Broncos pick yesterday.
Is it $50 a week?
50. No. Well, damn. No, I ain't got it like that.
We was trying to get it, G.
No, I don't got it like that,
That
man.
number $200 a month.
Hey, man, I don't got it like that.
Yeah, you gotta get out here and tell your thing.
Do something strange.
Do something strange for some change, brother.
Get us out of here, man.
Hey, man, remember, follow us on Instagram, Sports Unplugged, on YouTube channel. Subscribe to us, Sports Unplugged. Follow my man, Big Mad, at Big Mad on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook also. Of course, follow me at Leon Rodgers BC.
Brian Crawford, follow me, man. Instagram, Twitter, NBC Chicago, Slam Magazine.
Make sure you check out Slam Magazine, NBC Chicago, my man. Right heavy on there. For Big Mad, BC, I'm Leon Rodgers. We'll see y'all next week. We told y'all, see, we've been sticking to it, man. Look at that.